Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Plastered Dragon, the internet's premier virtual dragon-themed streaming tavern. I am your host, the Plastered Dragon, and with me are Demogoblin, Subsist Cyber, Kayla KSI, Shuraday, Dapper Goblin, and of course, Ancient Red Dragon, who is in his habitat. It's not his natural habitat, but this is where he goes to hunt and feed, so it's all good. Welcome to Good Intentions, our Monday night stream. We were on a bit of a summer hiatus for vacations and such like, but we are back and we are back with a vengeance. I'm not sure who we're getting vengeance on, but there's definitely vengeance, as you can see with the skull in the background. We already took vengeance on that guy, and
Poor Watson.
poor
We
Watson.
need to take vengeance on Watson. Watson, friend.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. We didn't take Watson was always a skull, and is happy to be thus. I didn't mean to imply that we murdered Watson and boiled the skin from his bones. That didn't happen. For anyone out there.
For the record.
For the
record.
For the record, yes. For the official record of people out there keeping track of such things. Before we get down to tonight. Oh,
maturity
boy.
levels tonight.
Glad we're on track.
We're picking up right where we left off. I'm glad to see we haven't lost our edge in the last couple of weeks. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, Leon, it does seem suspect, doesn't it? Before we get down to it, our usual announcements. Tomorrow night, Tuesday night, we'll be playing some games here on the channel. Probably Jackbox, but you never know. Could be Cards Against Humanity. Could be Terraria. Could be Minecraft. Tune in to find out. It will definitely be some form of video type game with entertaining commentary. So tune in here 9 o'clock Eastern and see what's what. Wednesday, the return of Something Wicked for more fairy court shenanigans and end of the world type hijinks. Modern D&D set in Boston, and that is 8:30 p.m. Eastern. That is our only stream that doesn't start at 9 on a weeknight. Thursday is 4th of July, so we are going to celebrate our independence, and our normally scheduled stream will not be happening. If we decide to do a pop-up stream, it will be announced in the Discord. What is our Discord, you may ask? Why, it is this. Of course, I probably should have done that. And gotten... Oh, is that not the right command?
See, it's just social.
Well,
it's not socials.
Well, see, this is why I'm just, in charge of the channel and not a moderator, because I can't be trusted to do things like that. It's why I have.
That's why we're here.
That's right. That's right. That's why I have other people to do the moderating, because I'm just an idea person. I have.
We should mod Leon. Let him take over.
There you go.
That's a bad idea. That's a really bad idea, y'all.
Kayla likes having power over. So I don't know if we want to. I don't know if we want to interfere in that dynamic. But we'll hey, Victoria, how are you? We'll take that offline. No, I don't want to get into too much trouble. I mean, I want to get into trouble, obviously, but not too much.
Nah, I'm more likely to kick his ass than the other way around, so I think we're fine.
That's probably true. Friday night's usually a dark night here on the channel. Saturday night, singles night. I think the kids will be back, so something is bound to be going on here, whether it's a one-shot D&D, some VR games, a Dread, or a Fiasco. Count on something happening here. I'll be looking at doing some recruiting this week, and maybe trying to do some advanced recruiting for follow-on weekends this summer as we get back into the swing of things, and as the chaotic part of my job onboarding is over. Sunday, I believe we're going to try and do some homebrew, possibly with Astro. I need to check and see. I think he's going camping sometime soon this summer, but I know he wanted to get another homebrew going with possibly a different set of co-hosts just to share the love. And then that'll bring us back around to Monday again, and that was probably the fastest we've ever done announcements, even with derailments.
Quick, we need another distraction.
We already had the technical difficulties distraction.
Yeah, well,
That's
that's
fair.
why I wanted to try to hasten through the announcements. So now let's get down to tonight's episode of Good Intentions called Goodwill Hunting.
Oh, I thought that was a joke.
It is.
That's what we're going with, though.
It is a joke. It is also
is
the
a joke.
title.
No, I know it's a joke.
It's also the
that's
title
the
of our
title.
episode.
Roll with it. Roll with it.
I thought that we were joking when we said we were gonna call it that.
Well,
But you might have been
There are
joking,
no
but
jokes on this channel.
you might have been joking, but I went with it anyway. And we always can change the title afterward. If something more
No,
appropriate,
that's good.
no, but I'm saying if something
That's
more
fine.
appropriate presents itself based off of
Oh, that's
the
true.
actions that all of you take during the course of the episode, then of course we will make modifications. But for now, this is what the title of the episode is. When we last left our heroes, they had made it to Silvery Moon at last and had begun their search for Gudrun. They stopped off at the bakery, see what their young charge's friend was really like, and it turned out he wasn't as nice as they thought. He was getting her to steal lots of things and giving her bread and a corner to sleep in, and he was definitely getting the better end of that exchange. So the party decided that they were going to leave her under their care and not really trade any goods with him at the particular moment. Not feeling like he had her best interests at heart. Meanwhile, the other half of the party went to a bar to see what they could find out. And they found some things out. They found out that there were some of Marafin's men here ahead of them, and that those folks...
What was
You
that?
totally cut out Dragon, Plaster Dragon.
I cut out?
Yeah.
Am I back now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I wonder what happened. Anyway, they discovered that Marafin's men had been there before them and were in the process of scouting the city as well, and had they believed that the men had left because they had been there a few days ahead, and they didn't know whether they had found Gudrun, but they knew where those men had been staying. And so they decided to head off to this tavern and try and see what they could see if they could find these men, maybe interrogate them. And they did find that bar and decided to try and very casually, the elves of the group try and casually go in and maybe gather information stealthily. And meanwhile, the other members of the party were stationed at different spots outside, watching the door, see who came in and out, and see if anyone followed them or things like that. The plan didn't go quite the way they intended, as they attracted a lot of attention in the bar, and
Because all of us low rolled.
there were
many not ones.
there were a few
rolls had something to do with
there
it.
were
I
a
guess.
few low rolls, and there were a few interesting conversational choices, shall we say? And then
I thought we sent the most charismatic of the group in there, but
we did send some charismatic characters in, and then but the low rolls put things in a bad spot, and Searle was forced to just call attention to himself in a much more confrontational and dramatic fashion, shall we say. And when it looked like
Yeah.
Searle was going to be detained as well, a distraction was created and everyone legged it out of the bar. And they all ran to the alley where Indo was hiding, and I believe Red was also hiding, and Lorray. No, Lorray was inside.
Yeah. Lori
No,
was the cause of the
it was,
need for
it
the
was Mort
distraction.
that was hiding.
That's right. It was
Yeah,
Mort that Mort was hiding.
Red was in my pocket.
That's right. Red's eyeball was in your pocket, and Red was powered down back in the room because you had been tinkering with him. And so you could see everything that was going on through your removable eye, but you couldn't really do anything about it. So you saw all of this happening, but were powerless to intervene. And so everybody ran to the alley and hid, except Mort, who was like, what's going on? Tell me what happened, and was left out in the open as the guards came rushing out, demanding to know where the people had gone, who then jumped out from hiding, ambushed them, and stabbed them.
Hamstringed them.
Yeah, hamstrung them, stabbed them, bludgeoned them,
Robbed them.
and took them out before they could react, and then took their money. Because and this was the reasoning. We need to make it look like a robbery.
As we are
We gave it
forced
back.
to.
We gave it
Oh,
back.
Wait,
did
what
give it
we
back.
It was
we
given back.
or
We didn't
we or
They'll
Indo?
never suspect who did it.
Indo gave it back.
No.
But I mean,
We
I like
gave it
that.
back.
We have to make it look like a robbery. Well, how are we going to make it look like a robbery? We could rob them. That's the best way to make it look like a robbery.
That is.
And then Indo, late at night, came back and infiltrated the bar, very low key, made conversation with various denizens of the bar, determined what had happened to the men, and tossed their purses back into the collection plate so that the money would circulate back to them. Meanwhile, I believe it was it Searle or Mort that followed the figure out of town?
That
It
was
was
Indo.
Indo.
Oh, it was
It was
Indo as
Indo.
well. Indo was busy that night.
Izzo
See,
Indo was
I
I
thought
didn't
Clean
get
up.
much sleep.
I had thought it was you, but then I was like, no, you were the one that was in the bar. I didn't think you were in both places, but you were. Indo also followed the figure that had asked some questions in the bar of our party, followed him out of town where he met with a Yanti, but did not follow them further, and then came back into town. And they also discovered that there were some Yanti activity in town in the bar. And that is more or less where we left our heroes. We now return to them, but
We also found out that the mysterious bird, because we split up, did not stay with the group that had our young charge with them.
that is true. Our young charge... Actually, no, we didn't find out because nobody was paying attention.
Yeah.
Everybody
Oh, we
failed
didn't
it.
find that out.
That's right.
No.
It was a fact that it didn't, but nobody
Oh,
noticed
okay.
because
we
of
don't
bad
know
per-
that.
Nobody noticed
Okay.
because of bad perception rules. The audience knows, but none of the party know.
Okay, well, that's good to know or not know.
Yes, it's both. It is both good to know and not know, and that is where we left our heroes. Did I leave out anything important? Because has been a couple weeks.
That's about
That
it.
sounds
Yeah, sounds right to me.
Excellent. And now let us resume from there.
So this was it. The night has passed. Is that where we are?
Yes, everybody. After that, everybody took a long rest.
Ooh.
You're gonna make me actually yawn. Don't do that.
So everybody can click the long rest button on their character sheets. Oh, and let me go. You go back in and turn on
does
the
that
D&D
do?
Beyond extension.
Any of your time-based effects?
So anything that you can only do once a day is now refreshed. Have all of your hit points back. Any of your spells that you cast are refreshed. Things like that.
And Red is reassembled.
And Red is now
Okay.
reassembled. His eye is back. In fact, we'll say that the day is
Better
just
now.
starting as you are just readjusting his eye back in his head.
give him a couple knocks, make sure he's awake.
Pleasantly hollow. I like that, actually. That tickles.
Well, that was an eventful day, wasn't it? We didn't find out anything.
Helpless in my life.
So I guess we're going to an academy.
Yeah, I guess we should go down to
Yeah.
breakfast,
Yeah, let's all
Yeah.
breakfast.
which is where we tend to meet up after the.
Yep. Back down for breakfast.
Most important meal of the day.
So
Which is a lie made up
well,
by John Kellogg.
we got some
Yep.
exercise yesterday, but hopefully today we can find something out at the library. I guess we should just all go out over there together, but we know that there are some people in this town that are that preceded us, so I don't know how suspicious that looks. Do we have more than one thing we want to do, or do we want to go all over there, go there all as a group?
Well, if the intel was correct, then Marafin's men are already gone. So either they already have her or they didn't find her here. But if she was here and she was at the wizarding school, then at
That's
least
our
we
best
might find out
plan.
where she might have went afterwards.
Also, might find out if they took her from there.
Yeah.
That's true too.
It's a
There
good
would
starting
be-
place as any.
Yeah.
There would be some talk around campus, I'm sure.
So
Yeah, it's
to
a
the
camp.
wizarding
Gossip
school.
spreads like crazy.
Mhm.
Do we still have Mira with us?
Oh, I've been keeping an eye on her because she is like a daughter to me.
Are we dressing her up as a wizard?
Yes. I have
Awesome.
it says in my inventory that I have a set of like costume clothes. I've dressed her in that. I'm assuming I'm just gonna like pretend like it's her size or something. She's dressed up.
Well,
I've
you know, I'm
dressed
sure
her
you
up.
can make some adjustments,
Yeah.
tie certain things up or
If
whatever.
she looks like she needs adjustments, I'll go over and like pin up the clothes and make them look more normal.
So I propose we try to get her enrolled.
How old are you, Mira?
Ah.
I'm 8 years.
Nope, that's not gonna
Mm.
work.
Why not?
Well, how
It was
old?
working since I
what's
was
what's the youngest they admit people into this wizarding school?
I guess we can ask.
Yeah.
3rd grade.
That's it. There's our story.
This is
We're looking to enroll our daughter in a wizarding school.
Is
She-
this a good school to,
right?
you know, elven, high-blooded elves routinely come and ask weird questions about other high-blooded elves asking for a friend, which is my daughter. I want to enroll in this school.
To greatschools.com or whatever. Like, so
That's right. You can't. The only way to find out here is, I guess. So
I'm going to school.
Wizarding
We're-
school.
Okay, it's a heist.
it's not heist.
It's a heist.
We're not
It's an
It's a
stealing
heist?
information heist.
An
Yes,
information
an
heist.
information
Oh, that's-
heist.
So I'm stealing a book? Or is it like a scroll?
No, you don't need to actually steal anything. You just need to be our.
This doesn't sound like a very fun heist.
You're a reason to get in.
Yeah, you're the way that we get in.
Yeah.
And then we're going to start sneaking around and finding out what we can
Yeah.
from that point on.
Do I get to sneak
We-
around?
Yes, you
Yes.
get to sneak
Definitely
around.
get to sneak around.
Definitely.
Okay, I'm in.
My little daughter.
This will be easy.
Oh, it's so easy. Always
Jump
so
ahead to an hour later where everything's on fire and we
Yeah.
failed miserably.
This was a bad idea.
Sounds like a good idea so far.
We're her royal entourage.
Yes, I'm her mother. You're the royal entourage.
Mhm.
For
We have a
this-
turtle. We have a mechanical being.
A mechanical being on the move.
Yeah, this will be great.
Oh no, he's rebooting. There he is.
no.
Nope. In again, out again, in again, out again.
All right, so your cover story is that you are all the retainers of this noblewoman and her child.
Right.
Yes.
It gives us a
Yes.
reason to be investigating.
Sure,
Yeah.
absolutely. I'm just making sure I have the information straight.
Yep, you have it right. We are investigating the school.
And you are headed off to the academy.
I imagine Adwin or Ray will have some kind of noble houses in the area that they can pretend to be a part of.
I can supply a noble house name to Adwin.
What noble house name should I pretend to?
I don't know, Brian. What noble houses are in the
Yeah,
area?
because I was totally expecting this development. Give me a moment.
Should notice by now. We're here to throw you off your game.
We're not just going to walk into the wizarding school. We have to have fun with it.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Saunter right in. I'm looking for a suitable school for my daughter.
Oh my god, if you do that, they're gonna throw you out.
She's an actress. She's got this.
May I speak to your manager?
Practice it.
Oh, we lost Red. And he's back.
There we go.
Let's see.
Red agrees.
Yes, always.
I'll be right back.
Yep, I'm guard, which
Did I break your entire?
No, that was me.
He's
That was,
he's
that was
searching for a
me,
noble
Adwin.
house.
Thank you. I like the delay. Transfer to new location.
I
right.
feel like he's gonna be in the new location for like 5 minutes. He'll be like, I gotta move again. They're
Yeah,
on to
right.
me.
Oh, is that like houses are searching for me?
Waterdeep, we're in Silvery Moon.
Oh, not Waterdeep. Why did it give? I said Silvery Moon. Why is it giving me Waterdeep? Oh. There are apparently images for noble houses of Silvery Moon. This is fun.
How's y'all's day going,
Yeah.
everybody?
Yeah,
Going
pretty good.
Oh, pretty good. I mean, like, I in my body now, which is good.
Yeah, that's important
Yeah,
to be
exactly.
incorporated once in a while.
Maybe you can tell me that.
Better than being discorporated.
That's right.
Mhm, exactly.
Although, once in a while, being discorporated.
Some people pay good money for that kind of action.
Yeah.
So
That's right.
I'm just gonna continue on.
So
my
far,
hunt for
so far I've
details.
found one, but as they have ties to Asmodeus, probably not the best choice.
Alrighty.
So,
However,
could we
some of the
just-
houses of Waterdeep do seem to have ties to Silvery Moon, so we're going to pick one of those.
That sounds good.
Sounds like a
And we're just
plan.
going to say that they absolutely do. Here
The
we go.
Xanathar.
Amcathra. Here's a good one.
And Cathra?
Amcathra.
I'm Kathra.
Should we
Amcathra.
use our
Uh,
real names, or should we also? Because I feel like saying I'm Adwin and Mira, and we're from the family Amcathra. They, I don't know. I just feel like throwing around our real names might not be the best of
Don't
ideas.
give
Well, I
them a
think
especially
name.
if Mirafin's
Just
men.
tell them you're from the Amcathra family.
Now,
Right.
Lorray,
Give
me a history check at advantage. So you're from Silvery
Oh.
Moon. You'll have a better chance of knowing more details about them.
you said
And-
history.
Yeah. And Adwin, give me a normal history.
18, because I have no modifier for that.
Well,
That's
still very
pretty
good.
So use that.
This is going in
3.
the dice tray.
Oh, you rolled a 3.
No,
Yes.
I rolled a 2 and my modifier. is
Oh.
All right, you know nothing about the Amcathra house. You, on the other hand, Lorray, know that they worship Tamora,
Would you
and-
spell that for me?
Tymora,
Okay.
and that the house is known for wine, sword forging, house breeding, and training.
And training?
So
Okay.
What was the one before?
House
training?
breeding?
Yeah,
Horse.
what's how?
horse
Horse
breeding.
Oh.
breeding.
I was gonna say.
And Tamora is the goddess of good fortune and luck.
Oh, we could really use some of that.
Well, you're about to pretend to be her
We're gonna
worshippers.
pretend.
Yeah.
We're gonna pretend. Yeah.
I don't know whether that's
What's her name? Tamara.
Tamora.
Is she relaying all this information to us?
Yes,
so
I,
we
I
can
am.
use
I
it
am
as well?
telling them all about the house and explaining anything they want to know about it.
You know, it's one of those. I don't know whether it's good luck or bad luck to impersonate a worshiper of a goddess of luck, but good luck.
Well, I actually worship Tymora, so I think we'll be fine.
There you go. So you're not even impersonating.
No.
Maybe you're recruiting new members into the fold.
I mean,
Yeah, maybe we'll like
fortune
it.
favors
Yeah.
the bold, right?
Maybe she'll bless us, and then we'll worship her.
Should we stop by the Temple of Tymora before we go?
That's not a bad idea.
Couldn't hurt.
Yeah. Is
We're gonna
that
go get
nearby?
blessed. Oh
Silver-
yeah, that's
Silvery Moon is the kind of city that has temples
That's-
to most of the major gods. And Tamora would definitely qualify as one of
right.
All right.
Are you
I will
even
donate
allowed in
my
the
dice
church?
set.
Donating your dice set.
Yes.
The halfling priest that is hey to you.
Good day. We need to be blessed, for we're on a venture, and we could use Tymora's blessing.
Well, anyone willing a set of dice as fine as these, definitely worthy of the lady's blessing. Takes
I-
them. Thing.
Very good. Oh,
Got you.
I was just going to say that I got them from my cellmate Leon a while back, and they helped me get through hard times. I won very many coins with these dice, so this will be great.
Ah, very good, very good. Well then, would you like a cup of wine before you go on your way?
Of course, wine. Everybody must partake.
Yes, of course. And he goes and he puts the dice on the altar and pours out a small measure of wine in halfling-sized cups for all, passes them out to everyone.
We're not giving this to Mira, right?
She has to drink as well.
She's a minor.
It's not enough to get her drunk.
All right. I'll let it slide this time.
And
Drink
she
it all, Mira.
takes the cup in both hands. Says,
Bottoms up.
blessings of Tamora be upon you. And he raises his... And
I'm
he drinks
actually
it down.
thirsty.
And takes a drink.
It's okay, sweetie. You don't need to drink anything like that ever again in your life.
This
It's
tastes
just wine.
funny.
Yeah. Just remember this whenever anyone offers it to you ever in the future, ever.
Okay.
You're
delicious.
overmomming her, Adwin.
Yeah, she's not gonna have a lot to drink.
Temperance is a virtue.
What does that
If she's
mean?
exposed to it now, she'll be less affected by it later.
What does temperance mean?
Oh, temperance means not drinking icky things.
Okay. And
All right. I will thank the priest of Timora. I
And-
guess we'll be on our way.
all right, and off you go. Subs,
Quick and easy. We got this.
mark a DM advantage on your sheet. A
Inspiration.
DM inspiration, yes.
We got this.
All right, and
Walking with confidence.
you head off university and come to the gates of the university, and you find a nervous-looking young neophyte there in wizard robes, pointing at the whole thing. Yes, can I help you?
Oh, we are from the Cathra family, and we are here to inquire about the school. We are thinking of enrolling our child, gesturing to Mira, into the school, and we want to make sure it is suitable.
My name is Temperance.
Her name is Temperance.
I want to be a wizard.
She wants to be a wizard.
Oh, well, I suppose I can summon someone to give you, well, all
A
right.
tour?
Yes, yeah, that sounds fine. A tour, yes.
That would be dandy.
Please wait here just a moment. And he walks into the little station that's there, and he picks up what looks like a seashell, and he speaks into it quietly. His ear, and he puts it down. He says, yes, the lady will be with you. One of the instructors will be with you
I have a little helper.
in just a moment.
Very good. Very good. Thank you.
Did an Amazon echo? All right. So about 5 minutes pass
Oh.
by. Yes.
Real
More.
quick, before the 5 minutes pass by, I just want to talk to the guy and be like, excuse me for asking, but I noticed you seem a little rattled. Is something going on?
Well, I mean, no. It's just that I'm not normally stationed here at the gate, and truthfully, I don't really know what I'm supposed to do here. I should be in a lab right now, working on potions, agents, and well, I'm a bit out of my depth, if you don't mind my saying, and trying to man the gate.
Students
Well,
out of
If
the
it makes you
depth.
feel any better, seems like you're doing a good job.
Thank you, sir. Very well. Sorry, what are you
Hmm.
writing down there?
Oh, I just wanted to note that the school puts some of their students out of their depth. I'm taking notes on everything because I want it to be good for little Temper.
And what happened to the normal people posted out here?
Yes.
It's-
Well, I'm afraid I don't know. Um, I'll-
Insight check.
Sure.
Uh, 19.
Yeah, he does not seem capable of deception. He really, he seems like someone more important to you, more important than him, just kind of went plucked him out of a classroom and said, "You go stand there and stop anybody coming in." And
Well, spit it out. What have you heard?
I was just they came and they got me out of my lab and said, "Go and don't ask anybody who wants and why they want to come in and try and figure out who should talk
Why'd
to
they
'em."
pick you?
I don't know.
You have to have some kind of idea of why they chose you. Come on now.
No, I think I was a terrible choice. If you really want to know, I would just like
Don't make good decisions.
please
What
stop.
is that shell you're talking to?
Don't terrorize the poor kid.
Please stop
you
writing
know.
that down.
It's not about you, dear. It's about you.
I look over at Temperance. Temperance, what do you think about this?
Well, I don't. I think
Oh my goodness.
I think
Do you want to be him one day?
no. But I do want to learn how to light things on fire.
She means. Yes, she means exactly.
Means light things on fire. Wizard
She means
stuff,
light
right?
things on
What
fire.
What?
wizards do?
I didn't say I wanted to light people on fire, Mommy. I just said things. I mean, I wouldn't mind lighting bad people, honestly.
Do you wizards do that here?
Well, I mean, yeah, there are spells for igniting things, and I suppose
See,
people.
Temperance, you're gonna get what you want.
Yay!
I'm starting to warm up to this place.
I don't actually know any incantations for that. I'm more of an artifice.
A guard. You're
No-
more of a guard.
No, I'm not a god at all.
You are now.
Well,
Maybe you could give us a demonstration while we're waiting.
as I said, I'm more of an artifice sort of person.
Come on, do magic.
Show us what
Yes,
you
little
got.
Temperance wants to see what kinds of tricks this school can teach.
Or I do. Do one of you have like a rock or a stone or something like that?
There's
Just
one
look
small-
around on
a
the ground
small one.
real quick and see if I see.
Yeah, there's like
Eight.
like you can find like a small a
Just-
rock
yeah,
that fits in your hand.
Okay, pick one up and toss it to him.
All right. And he starts muttering an incantation and waving his hand over it and making gestures, and the rock begins to glow.
Oh well, I could do that.
Tough crowd.
What? Can you really?
Oh yeah, it's easy.
Do it then.
I pull out a coin and I gesture over a little bit, pull out my tools, and just write a little inscription, and it starts to glow.
And does your inscription make it accurate when you throw it?
What?
Does your inscription make it more accurate when you throw it?
More accurate? What do you mean?
I mean,
Like it hits when it's supposed to.
I think
if I was
Oh,
to throw this stone at a target, I would hit more often than if I were to throw, say, that stone there on the ground.
Oh well, I guess we can practice it. How about you have a little wager with me? How much gold do you have?
Oh my god.
I am
All the students here gamblers.
I am a student wizard. I am here in pursuit of knowledge, not in. So, I do not.
All right.
have-
How about my tools for your tools?
Sorry, what?
Well, I mean, you had to inscribe it with something, right?
No, I inscribed it with Power of my will.
Oh, well, that doesn't make any
Hmm.
sense. I put my tools away.
It's magic.
See, Temperance? This is the sort of thing you will be learning if you go here. Nice tricks and magic.
I mean, I can use the power of my will to write on rocks?
Yes, well, sort of. Not. You don't need to write on them. You use the power of your magic to make rocks that hit people more.
Oh, that sounds fun.
I mean, glow.
Any of you
No,
care
tell her the
to?
truth. They hit people more.
Would any of you care to try this rock, or do I dismiss the enchantment?
You want us to throw it at something?
If
I'll
you
throw it at
Most uncivilized. I
I'll
do
throw
not
it here.
throw
Hand it
things.
over.
if you wish, my lady, you may.
Is there like a tree that's not too far away that I can just aim at?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I have proficiency bonus for this?
Yeah.
Look for hawks. See if there's any hawks. Throw it at the hawk.
What is it with you and hawks? Nope, throwing it at a tree. I'm
Trying
not
to kill
gonna
two
hit
birds
the
with one stone.
Ouch. Oh.
hawk. I'm
That
glad
was-
I rolled
that was a
before the
dad
pun because I
joke.
think the pun would have given me disadvantage. So natural 19 plus 5. So what is that? 24?
24.
You strike the tree in exactly the spot where you want to hit it. Roll damage.
What's damage for a rock?
1d4 plus whatever your dex modifier is.
7.
You killed the tree.
Um,
You just killed it.
So Lorraine takes
Yes.
takes the rock and she kind of sidearms it towards the tree, and the rock goes and hits dead center on the trunk of the tree, and it sinks in a good 3 inches on the tree and just embeds itself.
Oh,
I
that's
been-
good show. Good show.
Well,
Bend
he's not
over,
bullshitting
Temperance.
us at least.
Well
This
done.
is why we hired her as your bodyguard, Temperance.
She is a good
Mumsy only
bodyguard.
hires the best.
Imagine if that were your head.
She's good at beating people up.
That's not something you should say in public, Temperance.
What
is
she
true.
means is that we had a contest for to decide who would be the bodyguard of our child, and Lorraine was
Oh,
the
so you're
best.
using my real name, but no.
Well, I couldn't think of a name on Primrose. A Primrose Lorraine was the best bodyguard from the tournament. Temperance rather liked watching that arena fight that she won.
Yes, that's
Or-
exactly what I meant.
Lori gives like a little half bow.
More claps.
I need a
So-
bodyguard because I'm not allowed to stab anybody anymore.
Yeah, not since last
It's true.
That's why we don't give her the knives anymore.
There's an incident with one of our last retainers.
It caused quite
So-
a scandal, let me tell you.
About the school.
How about you don't, Temperance?
Yes, she should be along any minute. One of our professors, and she will be able to escort you around the grounds.
Are there a lot of visitors to the school?
Again, this is not my usual station, so I'll venture a guess and say no.
Oh,
Okay.
it's just that we just want to know what kinds of people are, visiting, and it being around these
yes.
parts generally.
I'm
I-
starting to understand why they put him out here.
I see. I mostly the kind of that I have encountered that are not normally here. Been visiting stages, seminaries from other cities in the area. Waterdeep, Neverwinter, some as far as Baldur's Gate have come.
I'm gonna pick up Temperance and put her on my shoulders again.
Aw.
It's a
So that she can see a little
coincidence. We
better.
traveled from Waterdeep.
Oh, really? Well, there you have it.
We didn't travel from Waterdeep. Casper family is from. Oh wait, that is Waterdeep.
That is
That
what
is
he
I
did.
was thinking of the.
That was
Okay. I didn't say
that was a
but-
slick.
We
And
forgot our briefing.
and the gates swing open, and an elegant woman in a long blue gown with an insignia on it and crystal work on it as well. She has a lot of rings on her fingers, brooch and necklace, and she comes out. Sorry to have kept you waiting.
No, not at all. We were entertained while we were out
Oh.
here.
Oh,
He was showing us tricks.
oh,
Yes.
was he? Excellent.
We requested to see some of the magic that is taught at this school, so that I may know for my own daughter what sorts of tricks she would be learning, should she attend. This is my daughter Temperance. I am Rhea, and we are from the Amcathra family. We would like to have a tour of the school, if that would not be too much trouble.
Not at all. I am Lady Potrera. I am of the Transmutation School,
Hmm.
which is what my insignia. Each of the professors has a specialty, and we're an insignia for our specialty. Some of the higher professors have multiple specialties, as they have mastered multiple schools.
So what does transmutation entail?
It entails changing into other things.
Hmm.
For example,
That's interesting.
I could change that rock some other material, or I could change some other creature, or I could change me other creature.
Could you change a rock into a different rock?
Would.
You'll have to forgive Searle. He likes to make jokes. He is our family's jester.
He's really funny.
An interesting choice to bring along a trip like this, but
Well, he's also adept at magic.
He has to keep Temperance
Yes, he's-
entertained.
Yes. Temperance, you see, must be entertained at all times, except while she is in her studies. But this is not in her studies yet, so we're bringing him.
and what is she studying at the moment? What do you study, young Temper? Mostly I study people.
Uh-oh.
She does. She really
Yes.
does.
She's a young budding anthropologist and aspiring mage.
That's in. What kind of have you learned from studying? Scrunches her face up and thinks. She looks up at you.
She's on my shoulders, so she'd be
Oh,
looking
sorry.
down.
She looks down at Adwin, as if waiting for permission to say something.
Yes. I kind of nod to her, like, go ahead, I'll, like, Maybe
Brace yourself.
I'll save the conversation if you say something wrong.
Mostly what I've learned is that people have faces and fake faces. And mostly you see their fake face. You have to watch when they don't know you're watching, see their real.
She's
It's true. It's true.
Temperance is very wise.
Yes, she's wise beyond her years, which is why we are enrolling her in school.
Lady,
And she has some habits we would like to break at some point, of course.
Lady Petrera raises an
Yes, that
eyebrow.
too.
What habits?
Well,
She looks down at you again.
yes, you may. Yeah, go ahead. But I'll
They don't want me stabbing people.
her father, you see, a rather the reason we're not together anymore is because he encouraged some interesting behaviors in our daughter. Well, there was only one incident, though. Just the one.
Oh, aside from like the dozens of other things that happened.
Just one.
Well, you want them to know the real her.
It's
She's-
not good for children to be idle. We want her
Yes, yes.
to have.
We need her to have an outlet for her energy.
She has a lot of energy.
She has a
She does.
which I do believe she inherited from father.
Well, she's a very quick study as well.
I should
We
point
wanna-
out that I don't go around stabbing people for the fun of it.
She does not. She
I
does
only
not.
stab people out of necessity.
She was taught well.
By her father.
No, that's yeah.
Still taught well.
Sorry,
That's
there's a bit of-
restraint.
There's a bit of animosity between me and
She's-
my ex.
So can we get a tour?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
that would.
please.
I think that would be a wonderful idea. I should warn you that she is young. It'll be interesting to see whether or not she can harness magical power. But I am not averse to trying. Stranger things have happened. Have multiple types of magic wielding students. There are those who learn to channel the energy. There are those who have innate magic. There are those who choose bind themselves to objects of power to get that energy. All the trickiest types, as they have a number of methods by which they can access power, but even they must learn how to control it. They have the added obstacle of being beholden to entities that school are not in contact with or in any kind of control of, and that requires much more delicacy.
I would definitely like to hear more of this. Please continue.
And
And I gesture for her to lead.
she begins walking you around the grounds. As she walks, she tells you about the different magic, station, abjuration, conjuration, necromancy.
There's a friend of the family that actually studies here. I'll break in at one point.
Oh,
Oh, thank you. Yes. Well, her name is Godrune, and we were wondering if. Well, yeah. I mean, she
Oh.
studies here, surely.
Insight
has,
as she hears the name.
she says, oh, yes, good. Not a regular student. She is one of the visiting luminaries who come by from time to time.
Would she be here right now? We'd like to say hi.
I'm afraid she isn't. Insight?
Oh. Can I do insight as well?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think I'll go ahead and use the inspiration for this one. 20. Not a natural. Dirty
Right.
20.
She's telling the truth that she's not here, but you do also get the sense that she's not being super forthcoming. She's telling you the bare minimum and is not really volunteering information.
Well, we're hoping to stay or to visit her while we're in town. Do you know where she might be staying?
Well, I don't believe I'm
Oh,
not
that's odd. The last we heard from her, she was here.
really that.
Look over at Adwin.
Well, it was about a week ago.
And we were quite concerned for her as well.
Yes, we heard some nasty rumors.
Earrings.
Well, that there were quarrels going on her family and some other family, and scandal about her marriage, or lack thereof.
Mort?
Just while everybody's talking, Mort wants to keep an eye out for anybody that might kind of be listening, see if he gets any reactions there, or see if he sees any places where people seem to be gathered and kind of talking or gossiping.
Sure, give me a perception check.
She's Temperance's godmother, you see.
Mm.
Blessed by Lady Timora herself.
23.
Me. As everyone's walking and talking and intent, you see a figure slip behind a wall as you glance back.
I'll go ahead and tap on Red and point it out to Red as well that, someone kind of went back there.
So I am not the most like stealthy type guy. Like,
Hmm?
just kind of like turn my whole body to go look at them.
Okay. You don't see you don't see anything. You don't see anything where he's pointing because by the time he points, they've slipped behind the wall again.
Okay.
Did it look like somebody that was kind of looking and then like darted away, or did it look like?
It looked like someone who was stalking you and was ducking out of sight, but was slightly too slow at their ducking out of sight when you turned and caught them.
Okay.
But they don't realize they've been caught because their perception was nowhere near as good as your perception. So they think they got hidden in time. Stubbs, give me a deception on the godmother thing.
19. I'm rolling well.
Oh, thank goodness.
Her,
Because I don't want it to go sour now.
her eyes narrow at you a little bit, but says nothing. Tell she's reserved still, and you're not sure why she's reserved, but she's still holding back.
I guess I guess I'll just kind of walk around and just kind of lean down to Indigo and just kind of whisper in his ear that we're being followed by somebody.
Do
Okay.
I recognize the woman that's leading us around? Have I heard anything about her?
Go ahead and give me I don't know. What would you use for a check to see if it was someone that you had met before a long time ago?
Mm,
Wisdom, if you recognized.
I'll
Maybe
do wisdom.
insight, intelligence.
Insight. Sure.
14.
She doesn't look familiar to you.
Okay.
This is not someone you came across your time in this very vast city.
After Mort tells me that, I'm going to look up at her and say, "Are we being followed?"
Looks startled at the question. Having a tour of the school.
Do you want me to roll another insight, or should I keep the 20?
No, your insight is still. She looks genuinely shocked and a little bit offended.
Hmm. Well, there is someone following us right now, which is kind of strange for your school. Is there something you're not telling us
What?
about our friend?
Where are the people who are usually guarding
Is that a
your
good
gate?
question?
That is not really any. We're here.
Well, we are interested in this school, and it seems like
Yes,
something
we want-
unusual
we want
going.
Well guarded.
And now you say our friend has disappeared. When the last we heard from her, she was here.
Yes, I'm quite frightened for both Godrun and Temperance's future.
And we're being followed.
Well, I do not believe that you are here to enroll your daughter, Godrun's goddaughter, case may be, in our school.
And what do you believe?
I believe you are here after God for some reason. I have yet to determine whether it is help or harm her.
Tell me,
Do
if we
you-
walked up to the gate and asked the questions we wanted to ask, would we even be allowed in?
I expect not.
So,
Have
Aedwin, feel free.
have other people inquired about Godrun? Is that why you think we're here to inquire about? I'm just terrified for her safety. Which is genuine, so.
Right.
I'm going to make my
Genuine
way towards where Mort pointed out and get a direct line of sight on the person that might have been following us.
Are you doing it stealthily, or are you just
Oh, no.
strolling out in the open? All right.
Blatantly going back.
I'm
there.
gonna keep an eye on Indo as he walks away. Because I
Yeah.
have no idea what's going on right now.
Go
If
ahead.
Indo's just riding, I'll just walk with them.
Go ahead and give me perception, the two of you.
Me too? Was I that too?
No, because they didn't
Okay.
tell you what they were looking for.
Another dirty 20.
22.
God, subs.
So, yeah, you see, a robed figure pressed against the wall, trying to blend in with the shadows, and
I
doing
call out,
a decent job, but no match for your keen eyesight.
"Good day to you, sir."
Oh, we're just gonna. I'm dancing on your bridge, goat man.
I'm gonna just kind of ready myself if he tries to dart off. I'm just gonna ready myself to try to grab it.
Come
Okay.
out in the open. Let's talk.
He doesn't move.
So this is no longer a secret now.
Not so
So-
much. She looks
I'm
over.
gonna hold Temperance's leg just a little tighter.
Petrera looks over at the two.
What are we doing? What is he doing in the shadow?
Well, you know, you
Well, you
Or
can't
what is-
see.
you don't know. The two of them are shouting at a corner of a building. Is really the only thing you know at this moment.
Oh.
Indo, what's going on?
I think it's time for you to come out clean. We'll take care of Mr. Shadow Man.
Oh, you mean
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
All right. Listen, Godrun is a good friend of mine, and we heard that there were people looking for her. We're looking for her too because we're
Concerned about her
concerned
safety.
about her safety.
Well, that at least sounds true. Now, what are your friends shouting at the building?
You'd have to ask them yourself.
Starts to walk over towards Indo and Mort.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and cast Grease right there in that corner of the building. Where
Okay,
the shadow is.
and so he needs to make a dex save.
Yeah, DC 12.
All right, he does make the save, but it's going to force
Okay.
him to move out of there, or he has to make a save every turn. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so he steps out of the shadow and can now be clearly seen by everyone. And Lady Petrera sees Martius. And in answer, he begins casting a spell, and she counters it. And
It's a wizard battle.
This is the ultimate
I'm
This is what
holding
I've been
back.
waiting for.
Holding back my urge to sing a song about it, just barely.
and he just glares at her and says, "Leave them be. Does not concern you, Lady Petrera. Leave them to me and you will not be harmed." And that's where we're going to take our break.
I'm gonna throw something at you, Brian.
Why? What did I do?
You cliffhanger us.
It's what I do. I'm real sorry about that. See that?
Yeah, no, you're not.
Adwin, you shouldn't have resisted the urge to lead in with a song. That would have been the perfect moment because we would have gone into intermission with a song. But no, it's all right. Anyway, we're gonna take about a 5-minute break here. Not very long since we got a late start here. But we will be right back to find out what's going on with Lady Petrera and Marcius. And why it is that Marcius wants to meddle in this party's affairs so badly. So hang tight and get ready for Act 2. We will be back in a moment because I feel like the title of this episode is probably going to change. Because so far, with the blessing of Timora and Subs as roles, I feel like Good Luck is the title of this episode. But we'll see. We'll be back shortly. Hang in there.
Yes.
And we're back. Hope you guys had as refreshing of a break as we did. We had a little minor technical difficulty and unfortunately lost Red. He's house sitting tonight and could not get the tech to work out, so he will return next week back in his own seat in his own home, and we'll be back in business. So we're going to resume where we left off on the grounds of the Magic University, and party had just outed a wizard who was following them. Outed from his hiding spot, not like, any kind of inappropriate outing or anything like that. Just from his hiding spot. And it turned out his name is Marcius, and he told Lady Petrera to stay out of it, and she wouldn't be harmed, and to just leave the interlopers to him. And we're going to pick back up from that moment.
Sure day. You might want to get Dapper's headphones on her head.
Oh. I didn't realize you weren't wearing the headphones. We're back on.
That's a very Chevy Chase moment, wasn't it?
Welcome to the game.
Welcome back. We just got the recap, so you're okay.
So what are you all doing in response to this moment?
I am unslinging my bow and preparing it just in case I have to use it.
I've
Putting
got my
Mira
hand.
down and putting
Yeah.
myself between the wizard and her.
I'm also putting myself in front of Mira, and I've got a hand at my dagger, wherever that is on my person.
And I have a close eye on Aedwin as well.
I guess I'll go ahead and unsling my shield and just put a hand on my hammer.
Who has proficiency in Arcana?
Do you have
I have-
proficiency?
Oh, you mean a specific proficiency? No.
Yeah, you've got like a little circle.
I've got plus.
thing.
Oh, I've got +2 Arcana on my intelligence.
Okay. If you have the little bubble bubbled in next to it on your sheet, that means you're proficient.
Yes.
I will allow you to make an Arcana check to recognize the symbol on Marcius's robe.
Okay. $19. Oh
Yeah.
wait, that's a 9.
That's
I'm
a 9.
sorry. This one has the this one actually has ones in front of it. Yeah, it's a 9.
So 11 total.
So it's 11 total.
All right. In that case, not know what that symbol is.
Hooray for rolling.
You do know it is not transmutation. Because you tell it looks different than hers.
Okay.
All right. So are you guys doing anything?
Does it look like he's gonna start casting another spell again, or does it look like he's basically stopped at this point?
He's standing there and he's waiting for Lady Petrera's response.
I am waiting for her response as well before I do anything.
Yeah, I'm just
I
gonna
guess-
watch.
I guess I'll just wait. If he starts to cast a spell, I'm gonna try to smack him with my hammer.
Okay, well, he's not in smack with hammer range. You can throw it, but he is not in melee range of you.
I'm gonna pull
Oh,
out a dart
well
in
then,
preparation.
If he starts to cast a spell, I will then instead hit him with guiding bolt.
Okay. Then we would need to roll some initiative. Or are you saying that when he does that, you will?
Yeah, if he starts to cast, then I'll hit him with something else.
Okay. So you will get to go after him then, because you don't have a held action because there's no initiative.
Okay.
And he says, "Well, I am waiting." He says, "Can't be serious. We're a university. We do not attack our guests. These are not guests. These are intruders. And I will take care of them as I am commanded. Commanded? What are you talking? And he lashes his hand out, and a burst of lightning shoots out from his hand, and
Ah.
a ball of it just slams into Red, and he shorts out and shuts down.
Oh, is that why he's going?
You
Oh,
bastard! Initiative.
Call it
Yeah, that's
plot convenience, if you will. And yeah, now we'll switch. We can switch to initiative.
yeah.
All right, initiative's the 20, right?
Hmm.
19.
Oh my gosh.
I rolled
23.
really well.
All
I
right.
rolled a net 20.
Oh, jeez.
So,
Nice.
Indo, what do you got?
22.
22. Mort,
19.
19. Lorray,
21.
I'm 23.
wow. Girl,
17.
dang. All right, Adwin, you go first.
Well, I have a spell, so I'm just gonna do dissonant whispers at him. Which one do I roll for that?
What's that?
What do I do for casting a spell?
Dissonant Whispers.
Dissonant Whispers
Yes.
requires a wisdom save. You
Is
just
it
have to tell me
wisdom?
what DC.
DC.
Going to be a wisdom
that-
save, and it's probably somewhere on the order of 15 or so would be my guess.
Like, is that this stat?
There should be a page which has your spell
Yes,
stats.
12.
Okay, 12. It's 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
He makes the save, so he's going to take half damage.
All right. So now
3d6.
3d6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have?
I have a d6. I could use 2 more.
Yeah, we'll give you a couple more here.
The dice bag.
Yeah. There you
And you
go.
can
Thank
still
you.
use Bardic Inspiration afterwards.
Right, as a bonus action, you can inspire some.
8. So 4. He takes.
It's a total of 8.
Yeah, total of 8. So half of that.
And would you like to use your bonus action to, like, inspire someone?
Yeah, I guess I'll use Bardic Inspiration on Indo's next because he got a 22. So I use that on him.
Okay.
How do you inspire me?
Do I have to sing?
Hey, Rhythmic, welcome to the party.
I think that's the way it works.
All right.
You can. It
Just
has
a
to be,
stirring
it's just something
first.
short. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Rah rah Rasputin, lover Russian. I don't know the rest of the lyrics off the top of my head. Rah rah Rasputin, Russia's greatest love machine.
I feel that surge of inspiration already.
All
Let's
right.
do this.
Indo, you are inspired by a song about Russia's greatest love machine. Do with it as you will.
All right. I'm going to pull a small ball from my pouch, slam it against my bow, and it gets covered in some gooey acidic residue. And as I pull an arrow, the arrow gets coated into it, and I fire it at the wizard.
Okay. Give me an attack roll.
I think my luck has run out. 12.
12 will miss.
Arrow goes flying by, hits the wall.
Did you
The
want to
acid
use the
starts to
Did you want to
burn
use
into
the
it.
inspiration?
I already used that to
Oh.
Earlier to get inside the gates.
No, I
Use
mean the
that
bardic
the
inspiration that
Bardic
you just got.
Inspiration.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's a D what? 6?
I believe it
8?
is a D6.
D6?
Yeah, it's a d6.
So I rolled a 2, so that'll be 14.
14 does hit.
Oh, it does. That's wonderful. But nobody else is near him at this time, are there?
Correct.
So it's not a sneak attack.
It's just whatever
So he
this thing is that you did to your arrow.
5 points of normal damage and 5 points of acid damage.
Okay.
For a total of 10. And I am going to move back further away from him.
Okay.
And that's it.
Lorray, you are next.
I'm close enough to him that I can get to him in one movement, right?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see.
Quick question: what initiative are we on right now?
21.
Cool.
All right. 2 unarmed attacks. Yeah.
I
Well,
don't want that near my water because I don't want to.
11 misses, 16 hits. Right?
16.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. For 6 damage.
Yep.
And I will just stay all up in his business.
Okay. Mort, you're up.
Okay, I think I'm gonna change what I was gonna do slightly. Instead, I think I'm gonna go ahead and. Well, how far away is he actually? First off.
About 30 feet.
Okay. So then I guess what I'm going to go ahead and do is first I'm going to cast Bless on myself, Indo, and Ray. Then I'm going to grab my hammer and run up next to him. If I can, I'll try to flank him. But if not, I'll try to do that later.
I think you can.
Okay.
You can move 30 feet, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you and you already did bless, so that's your turn. Fair enough. Searle.
For me.
I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Oh god, is that the one where it all the tentacles?
No,
No.
no,
Oh, okay.
no. I don't have control over who that attacks.
Yeah, because I was gonna.
That's an area of a. Yeah,
He's not casting the
10
tentacle
feet.
porn spell, no.
10 feet. No, that's
covers Mira's ears and eyes. Don't look or hear.
okay. So, oh, great. That's a 12. Wait a minute. What's my modifier for? Do I have a modifier for that? to hit?
Yes, your spell attack.
Spell attack plus 5, so 17.
That hits.
Okay. Save DC is 13.
Oh no, there shouldn't be a for Eldritch Blast.
Oh.
There's not a save.
Oh, right.
Or-
there isn't a save.
With
It's
spells,
just 1d.
yeah, with spells, if there's an attack roll, there's not a save.
Okay. So it's 1d10 plus 3.
I think I forgot to add the spell attack bonus to my dissonant whispers. Oh well.
It's
Dissonant
6.
Whispers
Total of.
is a DC, not a.
Oh
Yeah.
right.
Total of
Okay.
6.
Total of 6 damage. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was everybody, right? 1, 2, 5. I didn't skip anybody because
Is that
Red,
That'll,
Nope.
Red would have been part of the rotation, but he had been electrically immobilized.
Decommissioned.
temporarily indisposed.
So shocked.
Shocked.
All right. Well,
Oh, that was a bad one.
Foray is preventing him from using a ranged spell because age otherwise occupied. So he instead up close personal spell.
Bring it.
attack roll. As his hand, as she's hands light up like electricity. And he's going to grab on.
What's that to hit?
See. The roll is a natural 19. I'm pretty sure that's going
Oh yeah,
to hit
no,
you.
he hits. Damn it.
And you take 12 points of electrical.
Okay.
Did tell him to bring it. I would like to point out.
I absolutely did. That hurts.
He tased you.
Yeah, don't
I
Little
tase
got
me,
bit.
bro.
tased, yo.
A little bit.
All right, that brings us, Lady Petrera. She's gonna throw a few magic missiles at him. He is looking rough as all 3 magic missiles find their mark. Bringing us back around to Adwin.
I'm gonna use healing word on Lorray because
Thank you so
she
much.
she got zapped.
That's
she got like
Yeah.
thunderbolted.
That was most of my health.
So is that a? Do I roll or does she roll?
It's a D4 plus your wisdom modifier.
okay.
Charisma. You're
2 plus charisma plus 2.
Yep.
So 4. I heal you 4.
I'll take it.
That was a bonus action. You can still use a standard action.
Okay, and I use my rapier to like. Actually, no. I use a dagger to just kind of like stab his arm. I
You
don't
could
want to
throw
like
it as
kill this
well.
guy. At what?
You could throw daggers as well.
Okay, yeah, I
That's
throw
true.
a dagger at his arm.
You're going for non-lethal.
Yeah, going for non-lethal.
All right. Give me a to hit roll
Is that
with a dagger as a
That's your
ranged.
dex.
That'll be
Yeah.
dex-based attack. Yes.
That'll be dexterity.
20
Yeah.
Okay, roll
Yep.
a d20
Roll
and
to
it'll
hit.
be dex and proficiency.
plus?
5.
Is your total 5? Yeah. So 13 plus 3
3.
plus
You will hit.
2. You have 5. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So 18. You rolled an 18 total.
How do you want to do this?
1d4 plus 3. Ooh.
How do I want to do what?
I mean,
You got him.
You are about to get the finishing blow. So in other words, how do you want to do this? So you can
I'm
narrate.
jealous.
You can narrate the
I
finishing
know,
blow.
right? I want
Even though
Yes.
you're not killing him, you're knocking him unconscious. Even though
I
you
do
said,
what?
even though you said you were gonna like throw the dagger at his arm, you can now make however you want this to happen because you're knocking him out with your attack. Because he had 1 hit point left, so no matter how much you roll, you're taking him out. You get to
This is going into the arm. I'm not doing a lethal.
Okay.
right, but you can still narrate it creatively,
But
however
you get
want to
to-
Oh.
describe
play
the
it out.
finishing blow.
All right. So Adwin takes her dagger out, and with the critical hit animation of a Fire Emblem character, with like a flash of light, she like does a backflip. The knife tosses the knife, catches it, and then throws it again with 1d4.
It does one.
It does- no, it does 4.
Hey, you know, I only needed to do one.
It's too
Well,
bad it
plus her-
wasn't just one.
Plus her dex, so she does 4 points of damage,
Right, she did 4 points.
and it sinks into his shoulder, and he drops to the ground unconscious. And we are out of combat.
I
Alright.
turn my bow towards what was her name?
The
Lady
elf lady?
Petrero.
Lady Petrera, and I say, "What's going on here?"
You did just see her nail him with 3 magic missiles.
Yeah.
Pretty
She-
solid.
Yeah.
She was on our side.
Doesn't matter.
there.
I'm gonna go ahead and throw a healing spell at Ray too.
Thank you.
She
That's
says.
another 5.
Yay! I'll take it. Thank you.
Sure.
She looks at Indo and she says, I advise you to lower your weapon. We are on the same side. I do not
Was this
know.
one of your wizards from this academy
These,
hunting us down?
these wizards are not my wizards. Same academy. Yes, but he does not belong to me. He studies here and teaches same as I do.
Well,
I'm
he
gonna
just
take
killed
my
my
rope out of
best
my pack
friend,
and
I
start,
run
like-
over to Red.
Tying him up so that he can't get away in the off chance that he wakes up.
Yeah, that's a smart idea there.
Gonna check on Red. Try to revive him if possible.
So, Gudrun,
Yes.
did anyone other than us come for her,
Yes.
asking questions?
Yes.
Did they find her?
No. She has not been here.
Oh,
I did not lie about it.
oh, thank you for
She has not
your
been here in
information.
weeks. She has not been anywhere in town.
Do you
Do
know which
you
direction
know-
she headed when she left?
Yeah, do you know whereabouts she may be?
She did send word that people might come. And tell them.
Did she tell you something different for the different types of people that might come looking for her?
By different.
Well, you see, she and I ran away together. So I'm thinking she'd want me to find her, but not the other people looking for her.
And how am I to know that you are who?
Well, I'd have hoped that she would have told you that. Or something similar.
Right, but you have given me nothing. Just
What did she tell you to tell the people who?
I'm not sure that's of interest to you if you are the people who actually want. I sent them off wild goose.
So we still have time to find her.
That's good.
They are not going. It's not right away. They'll have to try other means.
Are there wizards? Are there wizards here who are generally nervous about or upset about outsiders coming to your school? Because it seems like, we were just attacked, and ostensibly the reason was we don't belong here.
Yeah.
But we didn't really get a full story on that. So
I suppose we'll have to wait until it awakens before we know exactly what it is he's upset about, but I have no clue about taking him somewhere and questioning him.
What is Marcius's tie to Mithranor?
I do not believe he has any ties to Manor.
At this point, I'm just about got the chest plate off of Red.
Okay,
Starting to go into evasive surgery.
sure.
I'm gonna go ahead and just look around and see if I see anybody else that seems to be, looking on and more than just kind of curiosity because there was a scuffle.
Well, there's a lot of people looking on right now. There was a scuffle, as you pointed out, and
Yeah, I guess I'm more looking for anybody that maybe kind of looked and then started try to sneak away quickly.
No, I don't. You didn't really notice anybody like that. There's now pretty much a crowd, so it's more, people are just, oh, look at that. You don't normally see that kind of a melee in the middle of the school. What was that's all about?
Do you have somewhere we can go that we can take him away from everybody?
Yes, that seems.
I think I'd like to also.
That
I think I'd like to also just look around and see if I see that hawk again.
sure. Perception.
That's only 12.
No hawks.
Oh wait, I have that inspiration thing. I'm going to use that. That's better. 20.
Still no hawks.
Okay.
So, if you're looking in the sky, there are some birds in the sky. Most of them are just the typical kinds of birds you would expect to see here. But you also see a large raven as well, but no hawks.
The chest plate's fully off. I'm checking on the fluid sacs around his main powering core, making sure none of them have ruptured.
No fluid sacs have ruptured. You see some wires that look.
Okay, I'm going to try to mend them.
Think
My
might,
tools.
yeah, you might need to be either repaired or replaced.
All right, I'm going to look back over at Lady Petrina and ask her, do you have any artificers that work here? That teach here, that learn here, anything?
Yes.
Aside from the doofus at the gate.
I was just.
Doofus at the gate. Ouch.
But he
Poor kid.
He does have a lab, and he is an artificer.
Is Mira okay?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just about to ask. Mira, are you?
She didn't mortally wound anybody.
She didn't
She
even
was
join
chilling.
the fight.
Mira, are you doing okay, sweetie?
I'm all right.
Okay.
That magic man was angry.
Yeah. A lot of people are angry with Mommy.
And that's why we had to beat him up.
That makes sense.
Can we use his lab? Maybe we can talk there. He's already busy.
Certainly, we can go to his lab.
I need help carrying Red.
I'm
Oh,
carrying the wizard. I can't help you.
You said you can make things
Right.
change. Can you make him smaller for a little bit?
Certainly, I can make Red a bit. And she goes and she casts in your.
The mini Red.
Pocket red.
Aw.
Well, I mean, he goes from size class medium to size class small, so he's like a halfling sized
Mini red.
construct now. Yeah,
We'll call him
So
Mini red.
I'll go ahead and pick him up then.
not big red anymore. He's little red with the apostrophe, LIL apostrophe.
Little red.
Thank you, Mort. Thank you.
Oh, no problem.
Look back over to her. Go ahead, lead the way. Anybody have that guy?
I got him.
I'll carry Mira.
And you guys head down to the lab. It says, "I'm not sure who else I should along with, as I'm not sure.
Don't
I
bring
think-
anyone else.
Neither are we.
I think let's keep it just us for them."
We'll call for somebody else if we
I
need somebody
agree.
else.
Yes.
Sorry, I gotta step away for a second here.
Okay. And takes you down to the lab. And lets you in, and then closes it and casts some spell on the door. Not sure, but looks like she's trying to lock the door.
I'm just
Okay.
gonna personally like visually inspect it, make sure that
Yeah.
it's secure.
Is that won't help anyone really wants to get in, but it will deter any casual interloper. Now, what would you pulls a chair over and gestures Marcius there.
Oh yeah, asshole goes in the chair. And he's getting like secured down, so he's not fucking going anywhere when he wakes up.
That's fair.
Putting hands over Mira's ears. Language.
She's already been exposed. She'll be fine.
I like the Temperance nickname.
Yes.
that
Yeah,
we've got for her
that- That's gone. Nicknames are gone.
now. No more nicknames.
Like, seriously.
I'm gonna put red on whatever operating table they might, and
Okay,
with the
yeah, there's-
combination of mending and the guidance spell and my tools, try to get them back up and
Okay.
running at least a little bit.
He's not mobile, but his eyes start to work and his mouth begins.
There you are, buddy. There you are. That's good. That's good. I'll keep working on them as they interrogate
Okay.
and torture.
So is he awake yet?
Well, you have to
I'm gonna like slap him lightly, try to get him to wake up. Like, come on, dude. Hey, realm of the living.
all right.
Realm of the living. I can sing loudly if that'll. But that would
You-
also attract attention, so I'm
You're
not.
you're
gonna.
able to rouse him to.
I'm gonna like stoop down so that I'm looking at him.
I
Eye to
get down
eye.
as well.
Okay.
Well, hello there, friend.
I am not.
You're right. You're not.
Buddy,
so
then.
what was the point of that? What were you trying to accomplish?
Me? Just.
No, the dude.
No,
Oh.
the dude.
I thought you meant what am I trying to
No.
accomplish?
No.
Purely
Under whose orders?
I think.
Mirafin?
It could have been left unstated.
Well, I mean,
Insight check.
Yeah, seriously.
insight. I'm gonna do an insight roll as well.
What exactly are we? What are we inciting?
I want to know if he's.
I want to see
'cause,
if I
like-
can.
I mean, we think that I'm the only person being followed right now, but the
No, I guess
fourth
that's.
wall.
I guess that's true.
So it could be he could be talking about any one of us if he thinks that one of us is might know something we don't. I rolled a nat 20, by the way.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
all right.
And with insight,
Nice.
that's where is insight on here? Oh, 22.
So I guess the question is, what? So you're
I'm trying to see if he's talking about me specifically.
yeah, he's talking.
Oh, okay.
As I say, there's very.
Oh. So, your friend, Mr. I Can't Get Any.
Even I start laughing at that while I'm operating on red.
He
is
just raises an eyebrow.
is upset. I get that. I get that. He's upset because he thought he was entitled to be in a relationship with Godrun, but guess what? She likes me. And here's the thing. I think, it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibilities for us to make a peaceable agreement wherein we become his friends and wing women and help him find someone else. So I think that we don't have to be enemies with your master or whatever. Perhaps we could, shake on something, find an agreement where we help him find love and he leaves us the heck alone. How does that sound?
Telling me that untie me, shake hands, and I take a message back to him.
Well, I was hoping that I'd eventually shake hands with him. You take us to him, we shake hands, and then we find Godrun together, and he leaves Godrun and I alone, but Godrun and I become, wing women.
Do you trust Marifin
Well,
to keep his word?
Larry trusts Marifin.
I
So-
don't trust Marifin.
Let me see. Wait, so you want to untie me and have me...
Oh, I don't want to
untying you
untie
is
you.
no
You're
way.
not getting-
You
You're
are
not getting
staying
untied.
put.
You're going to help
Already
us
shown
find
you can't
Marifin.
trust him.
And
You're gonna help us.
I am to
Yes.
I mean, we already know where Marifin stays.
Yeah.
We don't technically need him.
That's true.
Right.
That's true. Well, you're not gonna lead us anywhere then.
You.
But
What do you know about the forces that Marifin has out looking for
Gudrun.
Godrun? And are there other people looking for us, since you were clearly aware that we were coming to look for her?
I was not specifically aware that you were coming to look for. I was aware that Adwin might be traveling with friends and there was a possibility from this.
Well, here we are.
Together. Adwin and whatever friends she had with her.
I know some very interesting information about your Marifin Dark Mind master. And I know that no one is truly loyal to him because they like him as a person, rather that he has money. Is this true? Do you not truly like him as a person?
Not know that is you.
Well, answer
The
my question.
nicest
You're tied up.
interrogation.
You're tied up. I'm asking questions. This is how this goes. Tell me what I want to know. Do you like him as a person?
I am largely indifferent.
Interesting.
Why are you doing his bidding?
Yeah. Money, I assume.
Pays what
Hmm.
magical
Yeah.
research can be.
Yeah.
I'm not sure this guy's got any information that's super
Yeah,
useful
you
at
don't
this
seem
point.
super useful.
No.
But you are entertaining. We could keep you around,
Oh,
tied
No.
up.
I'm gonna pop him in the temple and knock him out again.
No,
Not
I was gonna sing to him.
nope. We
No.
got shit to do.
All right,
Yeah.
he is unconscious again in the.
Hmm.
I look up and ask, did he tell you where Marafin's people went?
You popped him without us asking
No.
that.
I
Slap
go
him
back to
awake
working on
again.
red.
To be
Slap him
fair,
awake.
to be fair, The lady also knows where his people went because
Oh,
she
that's
sent
true.
them there.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I think she's
Also, it
She's
was the
got
wrong
more of an
place.
idea than he does, probably. And
Yeah.
they went
Right.
to the wrong place, so we don't
But
need
we-
to follow them.
no.
Yeah, but we
this
need
guy
to know
I
where the
don't-
wrong place is so that we know not to go.
Well,
We have
think-
no idea where the right or the wrong place is.
That's true.
Either way, I don't think he's the person to ask about that.
No,
No.
he is
Mm.
not. So where did you send his men? Lady, I don't remember the name.
Portrera.
Petrera. I'm never going to remember that.
I told found, and so she decided to and that she headed into the mountains at the spine of the world. They're
Did she
currently
actually go to the spine of the world?
That's a
not.
horrible place.
Assume not.
It is a
Good.
terrible place,
It is. It absolutely is a terrible place.
and she would never go there. I'm not sure
I mean,
if any of
people
them.
running from problems go to strange places.
Yes. There's many more on that as she. Not go.
Interesting.
Turn back around. So where else would the love of your life go?
yeah. What other friends does she have?
How am I supposed to know? Well, friends is a bit limited considering the fact that she has an overprotective pet finch that pecks the eyes out of everybody except for me and Mirafin.
Name's Larry.
Yes. Short for Lorice.
Hmm.
Really?
Where did he
Yes.
find Larice?
She reaches inside robes without a note.
Aedwen. Tailweaver.
She hands the note to you as your. She said the
She...
know of name and that is what I was waiting.
To be fair, I said his name was Larry.
I said that's short for Lorice.
Yes, and exactly how Larry. And no offense, my halfling friend, but you're not good.
I'm gonna go take up a post by the door and just like listen out in the hallway, make sure we're not being intruded upon.
Okay.
Do you think she's going to read it out loud, Red?
I'm not going to read it out loud, but I want to. Says.
Yeah,
I distracted Brian. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I was just making making
Yeah.
a couple
Yeah.
of super secretive dice rolls. You guys just keep doing what you're doing. It's fine.
I was gonna say, I think if we're gonna discuss anything else, we should probably leave the room with the guy that we probably don't want to know that
Right.
information.
He is
I mean,
unconscious
he's
at the moment.
unconscious.
Well, yeah, but if he wakes
Do you
up and
want him
pretends to
dead?
be unconscious,
Do
it just,
want
you
him
know,
to-
I can make that happen. He's already pissed me off enough today.
we could do that. Seems easier to walk down the hall.
But Indo
We-
still has work to do on Red. This is the area to do it.
We are owed the gold that was put up for our lives. And nod over towards the unconscious guy. Fine, I'll search him. I'll give him a thorough searching.
Okay. He does, in fact, have a small pouch of.
What else?
There's
Hmm.
the insignia that he has is woven into his robes. So I guess he has a set of fancy with a magical symbol on them, and has some rings on his fingers that may or may not be magical. And that's probably about it for value. I mean, he has a dagger.
Does it look like the other dagger?
Which other dagger?
The
Snake
fancy
dagger.
dagger that got stolen from the noble. Yeah, the snake dagger.
It does
Nearest
not look
dagger.
like it does not look like a snake dagger.
All right, I'm gonna pull up his pouch,
Okay.
jingle it a little bit, and look up Lady Petrera. Say, "Do you object?"
He did try to kill you. So it's only fair.
I agree. Attach it to my belt, then go back to trying to get red on his feet.
Okay, it's there's 20 gold.
I'm gonna go
Less
take a
than the
look at
guards
Red.
have.
I'm gonna read the love note. I
Okay.
mean, the note that may or may not be a love note.
Well, it is from your lover.
And it's from my fiance. Yes.
Says
I'm not reading it.
not reading it out loud though. You want me to
No.
you want me to type it to you later then so that they don't hear it?
Actually, you can say it. I'm
Alright.
just not reading it out loud.
All right. So the audience hears it and they hear it but don't know it. Says, "My dearest, sorry that we have not seen each other for so long and that we have not been able to hopefully come this way in search of me. I'm sorry that I was not able to be here to greet you. If you know me as well as I think you do, you would have expected me to come here. Merifin will think the same thing, but I cannot. I am assuming a new identity, heading to Baltimore, where I am going to try and blend in the upper crust of society there.
Oh hell no!
I do not know how successful I will be. My nobility will be the perfect disguise. I will not be traveling as good. I will be Lady Alessandra.
How is that spelled?
Elisandra.
Thank you. Oh.
And I will be I'll be my hair dress here as an elf. Elf, not a high elf. Noble nonetheless. I will be affecting an accent and
Oh, I hold it close.
I miss you
There's a
very
tear.
much. You are safe and well. I apologize for any trouble our love has. Know how cruel. I know he will take this out on. Must find a way to convince our families that their will does not matter. They are. Our love will conquer. Strong. Yes. Larry says.
Aw. I was hoping there would be like something about Larry in there. There's a couple tears, and she's holding it close. I know where she
Why
is.
are you sad, Mommy?
Mommy's not sad. Mommy's.
Complicated.
Mommy.
She's complicated.
Complicated. Yeah.
People cry
She's
when they're
very
Relationship
happy right now.
status. It's complicated. People following me, trying to kill me.
People cry when they're complicated.
Yes. People cry for many reasons.
Hey,
Adults have very strange emotional problems that you get to look forward to when you grow up.
do I have to be an adult?
Well,
Easy
you're
alternative.
silly.
Yeah.
I don't wanna.
I don't think anybody wants to.
Well, the good news is I know where to find her, and I don't think Marafin's men do.
So this
So
means
we
our
don't need this
contract
guy
is up.
anymore?
No, we don't need this guy anymore.
Good, I'm gonna kill him.
No, don't kill him!
Nope, walking over.
Don't kill him! Let me draw something on his face.
What?
What?
I don't know.
What?
I don't
Hey,
think-
Nothing bad. I just
Adwin.
want to say, like, dunce. I just want to write dunce on his face.
He's still gonna die. That's not gonna stop me from killing him.
No,
He's
we're
not
gonna
staying
send him back. We're gonna send him back to Mirafin with dunce written on his forehead.
How do we-
Mirafin can have
Impermanent.
the body written with dunce on its
We're
forehead.
not. I don't want blood on anyone's hands for my sake.
There's
I'm
no-
thinking the
Also-
Academy has their
Point of order. Yeah, the academy that we're in.
Probably
Right.
also, yes. Not a good idea. I want to send the message to Mary. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna do that because that'll only make him more angry at me. I'm trying this new thing. It's called
I think the
Go
only
with
one with
diplomacy.
anger is
let it
gonna
go and
be
move on.
the wizard. And honestly, he failed. There's nothing he's going to be able to do about that.
That's true.
Especially
I'm
if
gonna
you're
write
out
him a
of
little
town.
note that says, "I'm sorry."
We might want to know what Lady Petro plans to do with this guy. I mean, well, actually, we don't know who's in charge. Is she in charge? What is her? Did we ever find out what her? Is she just on the
Transmutation
faculty,
school.
or is she like?
Transmutation.
Does she run the place?
I do
Lady
not-
Petro. Oh, I was gonna just ask you a direct question, Lady Petrero. What consequences are there for a wizard that attacks visitors to this institution?
He will be brought up before council and disciplined. I
About
do-
how long does that take?
matter of days. Not
Any
take.
time to be long.
It will not take terribly long. I can make it take long.
That would be nice.
How long do you need?
Week?
Hmm.
Sufficient? I can make that.
A nice 10-day.
And
Sounds good.
there are a number of different consequences, ranging from expulsion, death.
Well,
How about
you
on
know
the
what my
lighter
vote
side?
goes for?
Expulsion is my vote. Just expulsion.
Well, there are a number of factors
I'm a
consider here.
pacifist.
I understand that. There are a number of factors to here, not least of which is what kind of danger does he pose?
I think he only posed a danger to me. He's only working to serve a dangerous man who only wants me out of all people dead.
Well, to be
Yes.
fair, it only took 20 gold to kill someone.
Well, he was doing it for money. We don't know if that's all of his money or if he has it stashed somewhere else. But as your friend out, the fact is, willing to kill you.
That's true.
What if someone else comes along and asks him to use magical powers? What if he learns a more powerful spell and they go poison the well in town for money? How many others may die? This is not a simple case of, well, tried to kill some visitors to our university and failed. He was bribed to use magical gifts to harm others and failed. What to stop him from again?
Jail.
Death!
Jail.
The,
Either way, there's a council here to figure that out.
Yeah,
don't gotta
that seems
figure
like
it
it's
out.
their job.
perhaps we will magically neuter him. Be a fairly frustrating alternative.
What? I didn't hear that.
Magically neuter him,
Oh.
Yes. We,
demagic him.
Oh, I thought you meant quite something else.
no,
I thought
You
you
know-
meant
Yeah, okay.
remove his magical skills and the ability to earn more. If it is a magical lobotomy.
Yes, that's
It's not a bad idea, actually.
much
If he
different from
picks
what I
up
was
any new
thinking.
skill, though, he's still going to be dangerous.
Yeah, that would take years. Trust me, I know.
But
That doesn't mean he won't do it if he's stubborn enough for the money.
it is true.
Well,
And that's why we shall. That is why we shall have to discuss. We will put him in one of the cells 10 day, and then we will
thank you.
perhaps we will in one of the sisters. For the veracity statement.
That sounds like a good idea.
Trust me. Dealt with fairly and responsible.
Works for me.
You know, this place is magic, isn't it? Is there
Yes.
any way that you can hasten our journey?
Oh, where is it?
Look at Aedwin. Oh, they froze.
They froze. Oh no!
Oh, no!
Oh no!
We'll give them a second.
I was like, wow, they're just sitting there.
How can he
wow,
maintain
sure
that
it is,
pose?
holding that pose very well.
It's just really good muscle control, is what it is. There
Hey!
they. Oh, the look when you were like leaning in, you're like. That's what we came back to. That was what we came back to. Was your face all scrunched up right in the camera?
What?
So I propose that we have some sort of magical transportation, and she asked where we want to go, and I looked over at Aedwin.
Oh, Baldur's Gate.
Yes, I believe we could help you with that. We have contacts there. We could teleportation. Trouble at all.
Well, that
Just the 5 of you don't have any significant gear or any.
There's 6 of us.
6. I'm sorry.
It's just
7.
Oh, 7 Mira.
Mira!
I almost left my daughter behind. I'm a
Home
bad
Alone.
mommy.
Home Alone.
No.
I
Mira,
think maybe we should ask Mira if she wants.
Mira, do you want to come with us to Baldur's Gate?
I guess so. It's I mean, better than out and back in and trading stuff on the floor. You guys are a
It
lot
is
more interesting.
halfway around the world.
Good. Well, that might get her away from anyone who might or might not be looking for her.
Are there fun things to do in this place?
From what I've heard, there's a lot of fun things to do in this place.
And you don't mind if I go?
Oh, we don't mind at all,
Oh,
sweetie.
she's looking at
I want you to
Indo.
come.
Oh.
Oh. I mean, you're kind of fun to have around.
Yay! Uncle Indo likes me.
It's not like I want you to come.
All right, I'll go.
Alrighty. So it's the 7 of us.
Don't have any horse gear or anything.
Well,
We did have horses, but they weren't exactly ours.
If we can fit, yeah, nah. I
Nah.
think
We have
probably
Jorgen.
leave 'em.
Oh,
Depending
we
on
do have
Jorgen.
Jorgen.
Oh, we'll have to
We
set
can't leave
Jorgen
Jorgen the
free.
wagon.
Well, no, to be fair about it from my friend, I figure
That's
maybe
true.
I'll send, give somebody the horses in return for taking it back to him.
That would be a wise plan.
Don't we have one more night? I mean, like we
do have
used
one more
2
night
nights
in
in the
an
end.
inn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so we have
you have one
night.
more night that you paid for.
So we can
We
perhaps
can
do it
rest tonight
tomorrow
and then
Yeah.
leave tomorrow.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
as we make our plans.
Hmm.
Right, if you return here tomorrow, happy to transport Baldur's Gate. Perhaps your friend will be operation.
Oh, he's perfectly fine now. Look over at Red.
Red says, I can't feel my legs.
See, he's doing good.
Oh no. Oh, Red.
If you like, I can have a senior artificer work on reconnecting his legs for
No, nobody messes with Red but me.
Right. Well, thank you very much for all you've done, all your help, and for the conveyance of her missive.
I am glad to know that you are true friends too.
Yes, I'm sorry about being shady earlier. We're, hiding from Marafin's men.
I understand. I was no less shady. I didn't trust you. I expect just as much caution as I was exhibiting. No hard feelings here. And if you ever need any help, see me here. Of a few other here that I do believe are her true friends. Don't know how much of the university is compromised at this point. If Marcius can be paid by coin, there are others.
Yes,
Well,
so
if
look out for-
you, there might be something going on around here. We've noticed some shady people with a certain symbol, and I would take my tool out and draw it on the face of a plate or something so that she can see what it is. And they've been carrying around some lethal toxins, and I'll go ahead and hand her the vial. What do you know of
Uh-oh.
them?
Dangerous? Pity. Can't be anything. Dark wizards and assassins.
That's fun.
That is a definite area of.
Do you have any idea what they would be doing in the town?
Hunting.
Well, they do seem to have been following us.
Mm.
Hunting. Them is.
I looked
don't
at
tell
Hopefully
me.
not me, because I already have someone gunning for me.
I don't remember ever being marked.
It's a figure of. I do not
Listen,
think
I
any
don't
of you.
think she means.
Yes. I
Well,
don't think
I'm
any
a
of you.
literal person.
I don't think any of you did or like that. If following you and one of you target wish to kill you, hate you, I cannot.
Mm.
Are on your trail. It is teleportation circle will allow you to leave them for a time. Doubly fortunate.
Excellent.
Yes. it
Thank you
is.
again.
I'm going to roll insight on all my companions after she asks that question,
Okay.
including the conscious but not functional Red.
All right.
Do you want me to just do one roll?
Yeah,
Blanket it?
just one blanket insight, and each of you, go ahead
20.
and each of you
Dirty
go
20.
ahead and make a deception, just for the sake of deception.
Okay.
You don't say what it is, but if any of you think there's a reason why, Monty or Serpent people might be following you, PM me on Discord, and if nobody actually knows, then you would not be lying, or you would not have startled to hear that you were being hunted by Yanti, and he wouldn't pick up anything. Because it's
Where
all...
do we PM you our roles as well?
No, you don't have to PM me your role unless you think it might be you.
Oh,
All I'm looking for is somebody kind of like missteps in
Right,
their
like
response.
somebody's
And that's it.
somebody broke in their reaction. You know, like when someone catches you off
No,
guard.
no, not me.
Right, when someone catches you off guard, like you have a secret that you thought nobody knew, and somebody says something about it, and it just catches you off guard, and there's a small break in the facade. And if nobody thinks it's them, then that's fine.
Mort will probably just get kind of a disgusted look on his face and be like, I hate Yanti.
Okay. So tomorrow then.
All right,
tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
all right. And so we're still in the early afternoon here, which is time to cause a little bit of trouble in.
Oh,
Oh, that's fun.
And so, as you all bid Lady Petrera farewell for the day, Dapper Goblin sliding slightly out of frame as she lounges on the couch. I'd say make yourself at home, but it's your home, so you already kind of did that, so
Yeah.
it wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. Any last words for Lady Petrera before you leave the university for the day?
I thank her again.
Yeah. Good luck. It sounds like she might have some housekeeping.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry to kind of open up this particular can of worms for you.
Better known than unknown, I suppose.
if you ever need assistance, contact the Sun's Soul and tell him I sent you.
Very well, thank you. I will.
Does she know your name?
Yeah, I'm pretty
It
sure.
got said once.
I'm pretty sure it's been said a
At
couple of
least
times.
once.
And she goes and ties a gag in Marcius's mouth. She says, "Unattended for a bit while I go and get some help."
Mm.
Double checks his bond. Make
I'll
sure.
hit mending on them on the tied up parts to make it more secure,
Okay.
including the hands and arms and everything.
Bonds and infection. Knots do look very well tied and with. Well, for a while. And with this gag, he shouldn't be able to do any pure verbal spells. Escape even just with the use of his mouth. Here for a while I go and select a few others to help me sell. Thank you all for your help. I
Thank
said,
you for yours.
if you ever need
Yes, thanks, baby.
to reach out. Stop at one of the. Stop at the arcane circle gate, and they can send message to. And
Thank you very much.
He hands you a small token with on one side the transportation symbol, and on the other side what looks like a lavender finch. This is my token. You may that to show that you are known at the circle.
Thank you.
This will not just lying, trying to fake your way in.
How much longer is a small spell gonna work on red?
Lasts about an hour.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and grab his legs, which are detached from his body at this point, and ask Mort to grab the body if he doesn't mind.
Yeah, sure. Pick them up.
Can I carry one of the legs?
Oh yeah, here you go.
Yay! La, 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 la. And you guys head off to the inn. Just drop his body off.
Yes,
All right.
and I'll be working on him for the rest of the day, most likely.
All right. And that is where we're going to end tonight's episode.
I'm
Very
All
nice.
right.
tired.
Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed tonight's episode, tonight's story, as much as we enjoyed telling it. I had no idea where we were going to end up today, and we just ended up at the university in Silvery Moon, where I guess good
I
fortune is a good title for tonight's episode, isn't it?
I
Mm.
will never escape the university life, apparently.
I
Now
guess
we're off to
tomorrow's
Baldur's
blessing
Gate.
was good for us.
Well, but you still have
That was
you
pretty good.
still have some of a day left here to do other things. I know a few of you had PM'd me some other things that you had wanted to do in Silvery Moon. Next episode, you will have time to do them before we have to go Baldur's Gate to continue the hunt. All right,
That's
then.
good. Okay.
So, any final thoughts before we adjourn for the evening?
Great game.
You all
Had
are
fun.
amazing.
Yes.
Awesome role playing.
I am loving this story more and more with each passing week. I love telling stories with all of you. I am so glad at how this cast came together. It's such a good group, such a fun group to tell stories with, and I can't wait to see where this story goes. Oh, I know what I wanted to tell you. Congratulations on making level 3.
Ah,
Da-da-da!
Yay!
Red, are you
Must have been
still
a high
here?
level wizard.
Yeah, he was level 5.
So high level.
Red, if
You
you're still
hurt,
out-
man,
Yeah.
that was painful.
That's right. If he had rolled better on initiative, you might one of you might have been in slightly more danger. And by the way,
Yeah.
punching him in the head was a really good move, because if you hadn't, the next thing he had a spell that was just a verbal component, called Thunderstep.
Oh no! No, I'm so glad I did that.
Thunderstep is a spell which is similar to Dimension Door, but a shorter range. But it would have allowed him to get to the other side of the door, and then do.
And it also explodes the area that he was in, doesn't it?
Yes, it does 3d10 to everybody in the area who does not make a Constitution save, and half
3d10.
half damage to everybody else, while he's on the other side of the door making a run for it.
Yeah.
fun.
It's like a
So you're
Sir-
welcome.
Sir
even
Gilman
though you
the
wanted to ask
Bold.
more questions. You're
That's
welcome.
right. So the punch in the head was kind of a clutch move, just for fun. So the 3d10 would have been 18 points of damage.
that would have killed me.
That would have killed me.
Well, you all would have had a chance to make a Constitution save, though. You want to make those Constitution saves for fun?
Yes, I'm digging out my D20 now.
This is the.
I failed. I would have died.
Well, you would have been unconscious and making death
Okay.
saves.
Constitution.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been enough to straight up kill me.
Mine would have been
11.
a 14.
I rolled a 7.
I would have got a 10. I would have been unconscious if I were close. I stayed far away the whole time.
I was right up next to him.
15.
I rolled 10 plus my 1 for Constitution.
What did you get, Suraday?
I got a 15.
All right, so you would have saved and only taken half damage. Everyone else would have taken full damage.
And
God.
died.
Well, gone unconscious.
Well, actually, Ray had Bless, so she would have had an extra D4.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
shit.
right.
Oh, there's that Ray. Yeah.
So, but I rolled a 7, so
Oh,
wouldn't have
well.
11 saved?
No. That was 15, and apparently that wasn't enough.
You had a 15 or a 14?
14.
14 wasn't enough. 15 was enough.
So 15 was the DC.
Wow.
So,
Yeah, that
so-
guy kind of pissed Lorray off.
So
Yeah.
Shuraday,
Just a little bit.
We could
Shuraday
tell.
and
Yeah.
Shuraday and Lady Portrera would have been conscious and would have been running around stabilizing people because neither of them are healers. So they would have been making medicine checks to try and keep people conscious as they made their death saves, giving.
Actually, I just realized I was blessed too, so I would have made that. Actually.
Okay, then you would have made it so you could have been healing people as well.
Indo was the other one blessed, wasn't he?
But then again, I was far away.
Yeah.
Yes, you might have been out of range, but it
But
would
yeah,
have given him,
Thunderstep's
as you guys were dealing with returning people to consciousness, would have given him plenty of time to run away.
nasty. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
So,
Thanks.
so move
In a
of the
shot.
move of the night was the punch in the head. Who knew? All right.
I'm helpful.
I'm helping. I'm helping. All right. All that's left is for me to thank my players. Reverse order this time. Dapper Goblin, Shuraday, Kayla KSI, Subsys Cyber, and Demogoblin. Stay tuned. Catch us next week for the further adventures of Good Intentions. We're gonna go, I think, with the title for tonight. I'm gonna revise it to be Good Fortune. I think I like that for our title. And everyone's really excited about that title, so I feel like that's what I'm gonna, the enthusiasm in the room is palpable. It can be
It's
palpable.
11 o'clock at night, and you can tell.
It's
I'm
12
tired.
o'clock in the morning.
It is able to be palped. It is palpable. So there you
You
have it.
palp it? Good.
I
I've
have a
palped
couple
it.
more hours in me.
All right.
Hmm.
Everybody have a great night. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great night, and even better tomorrow. We'll see you next time on the
Thank you.
Plastered Dragon.
Good night.
Bye, guys.
Night.
Bye.